Welcome to our educational channel from class 8 third chapter is squares and square roots. Okay, from this chapter let us see these are the following topics. We'll see what is the square and definition, some introduction, then perfect square, what number we can call it as a perfect square, and finding the square root using the prime factor method, and same finding the square root using division method. Okay, these two methods are important. I'll explain, and we'll see some word problems based on this perfect square, how the word problems will come. And one more important topic is find the square root of a number which is not perfect square. If any number is not perfect square, to finding the square root of 2, square root of 3, which are not perfect squares, finding the square root of those values. And properties of the square numbers. So around 9 properties I explained in this. Without doing square root or finding the square also, we can say which number squares exist. So those properties also let us see. And when you come to this basic topic, this square, if a number is multiplied by itself, the product obtained called the square of the number. You know that. If any number is multiplied by itself, 5 into 5, so 25. If a number is multiplied by itself, the product obtained, we got the product, no, 25, is called the square of that number. So 25 is the square of 5, that particular number. Same, 6 into 6 is 36. So 36 is the square of 6. So we can write this as 6 square is equal to 36. But we can read as 6 raised to the power 2. Okay, 6 square is 36. Same way, 4 square 16. But we can read as 4 raised to the power 2. Generally we write just 4 square, but 4 raised to the power 2. That is 16. Okay, let us see this is the basic thing about the square. Now let us see what is the perfect square and how to do the square roots using this all the methods. Perfect square. So let us see what number we can call it as a perfect square here. When you come to this small definition, a number whose exact square root can be obtained is called the perfect square. Okay, for example 16 you take, the number whose exact square root can be obtained, because square root of 16 is equals to 4. That means 4 into 4 will get 16. So that is 4 square is equal to 16. So square root of 16 is 4. That means the 16 is the perfect square. Okay, we can see the same examples. Even decimals, 1.21. So 1.21 you can write 121 by 100. 121 is 11 into 11, 100 is 10 into 10. So 11 by 10 whole square, 11 by 10 is 1.1 square. That means 1.21 is also perfect square. And this is the symbol. When you notice the symbol, already we know that this is a square root. So square root, actually this is a root symbol. But if you imagine this is a 2 square root, if it's a 3 cube root. So this is the root form, is the letter of the Latin word radix, the meaning a root. From that word they made. So we have the square root topic only, no, just actually 2 it is. This only we can call it as a root. If you imagine there is a 3 is a cube root. Okay, fourth root. Similarly square root. But if for the square root we no need of keeping 2 always. Just will write the symbol like this. So this is a root or square root also. But separately if you mention the letters, if you are able to see in the textbook with the names, cube root, fourth root, any number of root you can write. But only the symbol is a root. But in general we can take it as a square root it is. Okay. That's why square root of 49, it is 7. So 49 is a perfect square. Same, square root of 25 is equals to 5. Because 5 into 5 is 25. So 25 is a perfect square. So a number whose exact square root can be obtained is called a perfect square. But square root of this 3 we can't write some number square. So this is not a perfect square. So 3 is not the perfect square. And how to check a number is given perfect square or not. So we have the two methods. For example, to check 196 is perfect square or not. So to find out this, we can make into factors, product of the factors. 196 is first prime number is 2. Okay, 2 into 98. Only product of the prime numbers we must make. 98 again, 2 into this is 49, right? Again this 49 is 7 into 7, because so finally 2 into 2 into 7 into 7, that is equals to 196. Only product of the prime numbers. And every number you can see the pair. 2 is one set, 7 is a pair. If you can group in pairs, then that is the perfect square. If any number, if you write the product of the prime numbers, the group of sets, if you can make the pair, that is the perfect square. Okay, for example, take 180. 180, if you can make like this, you'll get like this. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, 5. 2 to the 4, 4 3 is a 12, again 12 3 is 36 into 5, 180. If you can write product of, here is a 2 is one set, 3 is one pair, and 5 is alone it is. So it cannot be grouped in pairs. One factor 5 is left. So 180 is not perfect square. Okay, and making this finding the prime factors also, the prime factor method will see. Okay, this is making the practice. The only 3-digit number, 2-digit number we are making very fast because we know calculations easily. If any big number is given, how to find out the square root of a perfect square number using this prime factor method, let us see now. Finding the square root using prime factorization method. Okay, let us take one question, then we'll see this method how it we can use. Find the square root. Find the square root of, let us take 484. So to do this finding the square root of this, we need to make only product of prime numbers, product of the prime factors. So 484. For this, first prime number is 2. Okay, it's an even number, 2 is divisible. You can check this. So 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, and 2 2s are 4. That means 2 times 242 is 484. 484. Again we can take. So it is an even number. So again we can do. If it is not possible with 2, next prime number you have to check. And this is 1, 2, 1. Okay, 121. 2 121s are 242. Now after 2, next prime number is 3. 3 is perfectly divisible or not, you check. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. So it's not divisible by 3. Next prime number is 5. It's not divisible by 5 because units place. Because already know the rules for the prime checking the divisibility rules, right? 121 is next to 7. It's not divisible, followed by next 11. So 11 is 121. Again 11 ones 11. Finally 484 we can write 2 into 2 into 11 into 11. But you need to find out the square root. So square root of 484 is same square root of this. So we need to calculate, just write the pair 2 to 1 set. 2 into 2 is one pair into 11 into 11. So to find out the square root of 484, if you remove the square root, every 2 to set, every pair one should take. Take one factor from each pair. Okay, 2. And from this 11 into 11, one number from this pair is 11. So 2 into 11 is 22. Okay, after this step, for every pair, one number only you can take down. Okay, make the pair such that both the factors in each pair are equal. Then just you can take out one factor from each pair and multiply. So 22. So square root of 484 is 22. That means the 22 into 22 is exactly, you get 484 again. Okay, and check one, for example, if they are given factors of fractions type, you get same. What is the square root of 2 7 by 9? So what we should do? We need to make into mixed fractions into improper. 9 into 9 2 is 18 plus 7, 25 by 9. Now this you can take separately, square root of 25 by square root of 9. Root 25 is, this is nothing but 5 into 5. Okay, if you do prime factorization. Root 9 is 3 into 3. Now already one set only. Because of this 2, 1 5 we can take. Because of this 2, 1 3 we can take. So 5 by 3. Square root of 2 7 by 9 is 5 by 3. Even decimals also will get the same as this. Okay, for example, square root of 4.41. So this we can write 441 by 100. Separately you can do now. 441 is this nothing but, if you do prime factorization, that I am writing 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. And square root of 100 is same prime factorization method. If you do, you get 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 will come. So because of these two sets, one if you take 3 into 7 by again 2 into 5, 3 sevens are 21 by 10. So that is 21 by 10 is 2.1. Right, so square root of 4.41 is 2.1. Okay, just the main thing is this prime factorization method you can do. Already learned previous class also. This method apply. And let us see few more sums in this square root using prime factor method. Here I gave the questions here. Yeah, these are the two problems. We'll discuss once. Find the smallest number by which 980 be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square. Okay, 980 is not perfect square now, but what is the smallest number should be multiplied to make this as a perfect square. Okay, for that we'll take 980, we'll write in the product of prime numbers. Okay, that you should do as it is. 980, take 2 table, 2 4s are 8, 9, 0. Again 2 table. So 2 to the 4, 2 4s are 8, 1 carry, 10 now 5s. Next with the 5 table. Okay, because 2 will not go. Next prime number is 5. 5 4 is a 29. 49 is only 7 times table because 5 is not divisible. So next 5. So 7 into 7 is 49. 7 on the 7. So after making, we write all this. 980 is nothing but product of 2 into 2 into 5 into 7 into 7. If you notice here, since the prime factor is 5 is does not pair. 2 is a pair, 7 is also pair, but 5 is not a pair. So the given number should be multiplied by 5. If you multiply with one more 5, then it become a perfect square, that 980. Since the prime factor here is a 5, right? So prime factor 5 is not pair. Because of the not pair, so the given number should be multiplied by 5. That we can write. So therefore, what number should be multiplied with this? So given number should be multiplied. Should be multiplied number 5 because 5 is one less. Now same way, let us see the next one. Here is the find the smallest number which 3150 be divided so that the product is a perfect square. What should be divided? So here is a 3150 is not perfect square, but what if we divide, it will become. So what we'll do, same process, we'll do prime factorization method for this, finding the product of prime factors. Okay, 3150 is equals to which prime numbers? If you multiply, you'll get this. That we have to calculate. Yes, we'll go into table. What should I? 2 1s are 2, 1 carry. 5s are 10. 15 means 7s are 14. Again 5. Right. Next, 1 plus 5 is 18. So we'll go 3 table. 3 5s are 15. And 3 2s are 6. 1 carry. 15. No, 3 5s are. Again go 3 because next prime number, if 3 is not possible, next prime number you should take. 3 is divisible in this. Okay, that is 3 1s are 3, 2 carry, no, 22. 7s are 21, 15 means 5. Now 1 plus this is not divisible by 3. So next we will take 5 is no 5 can take. 5 3 is a 15, 25. 5 5 is a 25. This again 5 into 7, 35, 7 1 is 7. So finally 3150 is 2 into 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7. Yeah, this is all. 3 2 times, 5 is 2 times, 7 and 2 is 1. So this is one pair, this is one pair, and 2 and 7 are not there. So since the prime factors 2 and 7 cannot be paired, here since 2 and 7 not be paired, so this number should be removed. That means the given number should be divided by 2 into 7. So 2 into 7 is equals to 14. So 14 must be divided to make it as a perfect square. The 14 number. So what must be divided? Because you can check this rough work. 3150 divided by 14 we should divide. So you'll get answer that is a perfect square. Because already 3150 is 2 into 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7, right? If we divide with 14, 14 means 2 into 7. So we can cancel this 2, 2, 7, 7. The remaining is the pair. Okay, 5 into 5, 3 into 3. We got the pair. So that is a perfect square now. But ask only what is the smallest number. So the required number is 14. The required number is 14 to be divided to make this 3150 become a perfect square. Let us see a few more word problems in this. Word problems based on the perfect square. So let us see some questions here. Then you can understand the rest of the problems also how to solve. Okay, first one. A man plants his orchard with 5625 trees and arranges them so that there are as many rows as there are trees in each row. How many rows are there? So this number of trees they arranged, that means every rows and columns, but as many rows as there are the trees in each row. For example, there are 12 rows. Every row 12 trees. If there are 20 rows, every row 20 trees. So it's the same in that way arranged. But you need to find out it. So let number of rows be, let it be x, and number of trees in each row same it is again, and so therefore same number of trees in each row also is x, because so there are as many rows as there are trees in each row. So the rows are 15 means 15 trees in each row, like that. And if you multiply this both, that is equal to 5625, because the total number of trees planted. So therefore total number of trees planted, that is equal to total number of rows is x, each row x trees, so x into x square. But this value is equals to, but according to the given data, that x square is equals to 5225, right? Then x is equal to square root of 5625. So we need to find out the factorization method to find out this. Okay, let us do this side. 5625 prime factorization method we need to do for this. 5 plus 6 11 plus 2 13 plus 5 18, so it's divisible by 3, right? So you can apply this. And 3 table, so 3 ones are 3, 2 carry 2 6 26, 8 is a 24, again 22, 7 is a 21, 5 is a 15, again it's 3 3 6 is 18, 3 2 is a 6, 5 is a 15. Now again 5 table, so 5 ones are 5, 125, 525 is a, again 5 5 is a 25, 5 ones are 5. Finally this value, so square root of each pair we need to write 2 is one set, so these 3 2 together 2 together 2 together we can write. Okay, So 3 into 3 into again 5 into 5 into one more 5 into 5. According to this, every pair will take 1. So 3 into 5 into 5. So 3 5 is the 15, 15 into 5. That is the total 75. Okay, so x is equal to 75. Number of rows is equal to 75. How many rows they mentioned? No? So number of rows is 75. There's a given, right? And let us see one more. Yeah, is the question 2. In a basket there are 50 flowers. In one basket there are 50 flowers. A man goes to worship and puts as many flowers in each temple as there are temples in the city. Okay, for example, there are 20 temples. In each temple, 20 flowers is keeping. That means. And he needs 8 baskets of flowers for that. For to do that, 8 baskets of flowers is required. In one basket, 50 flowers. So total number of temples in the city you have to calculate. So let number of temples in the city, let it be x, and number of flowers in each temple also x only. Therefore, number of flowers in each temple, because according to that is doing that in each temple also x, but total number of flowers used is x into x square. Total number of flowers used, that is equals to same here x into x square. But according to the given data, if you observe, x square is equals to 50 flowers in each basket into, like the number of baskets are 8. So 50 into 8. Now this is square root of this. So x is equal to square root of 50 into 8. 50 into 8 you can write in the product of prime factors. Then we can get. Separately can do 50 also we can make. 50 if you do 2 into 25, again 5 5 is a 25, 5 1 is. So up to 50 is 2 into 5 into 5, right? Into again the place of 8. 8 we can write 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So for this 2 into 2 into 2. Now every pair we can take one. Okay, this 5, 2 and these two together also is one pair. So therefore every two pair one you can take. Instead of this 2 and 2, 1 2. Instead of 5 into 5, 1 5. Instead of 2 into 2 is 1 2. 5 2 is 10, 10 2 is 20. So number of temples in the city is 20. Okay, this is the given data, this main according to the question. 50 flowers in each basket. There are 8 baskets in the 8 baskets of flowers total. 15 to 8 you can multiply and also you can do prime factorization. Same answer you'll get. Otherwise separately you can do also get the same. Okay, we can do in this. These are the main thing. We need to find out the square root. Let us see one more. Yeah, here is the two questions which are similar, showing both. Find the smallest perfect square number which is divisible by 8 and 12. Next question also same. How to do this? Okay, the required smallest perfect number is divisible by 8 and 12. That means find the smallest perfect square number which should be divisible by 8 and 12. That means is divisible by LCM. So first you have to find out LCM of 8 comma 12, because you need to find out the perfect square number. Only which is divisible by 8 and 12 means okay, directly you'll find out LCM, but that should be perfect square. First you'll find out the LCM of 8 comma 12, whatever the number is given. So 8 comma 12 LCM, 8 and 12, 2 table, 2 4s are 2 6, okay, 2 2s are 3s, 2 1s are 2, again 3. Okay, this is LCM. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So LCM of 8 comma 12 is 24. But to make it as perfect square, what must be multiplied? Because 24 is not perfect square, but 24 is nothing but 2 into 2. into 2 into 3. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 3 is up. To make it as perfect square, this is one pair. Extra 2 and 3 should be multiplied. Okay, 24 is the divisible by 8 and 12 perfectly, but perfect square they asked, right? So 24 you got. Now what number should be multiplied to make this 24 to make it as a perfect square? That we should continue like previous I explained. So therefore required number. So required number is equal to, for 24, for this 24 we need to multiply 2 into 3. There is a required number. So 24 into 248 into 3 is 144. 144 is the required number. So 144 is the smallest perfect square number which is divisible by 8 and 12. So 144 is divisible by 8. 144 is divisible by 12 perfectly. That is a perfect square number. Let us do this problem also. Same concept. Here find the smallest perfect square number which is divisible by 24, 30, 60, right? First you need to calculate LCM of 24, 30 and 60. After finding LCM, that we can use to make the smallest perfect square number. Okay, 24, 30, 60. You can take the table 2, 12, 15, 30, 2 table. Again 3 we can take, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 3 10s are 30. If you take 5, 4 as it is 1, 2. 2 table, 2 2s are 1, 1. And 2 table this is. Okay, 2 into 3, 6, 62. So 120 is total. So LCM is equals to 120. Now take this 120, make it as prime factors. There's already this is, that is 2 into 3 into 5 into 2 into 2. So every pair, 2 2 is one pair, but still 2 3 5 are alone. That means therefore required number, the smallest perfect square number. So that is the required number. So required number is equal to that 120 into what extra we required, that is should be multiplied with 2 into 3 into 5, because one more 2 we need, another 3 we need, another 5 required. 120 into 2 into 3 into 5. 5 to the 10 into 330, 12 into 30, 3600. Okay. So 3600 is the smallest perfect square number which is divisible by 24, 30 and 60. Okay. So any type of question is given, you can do this method in this. Right, now these are the prime factorization methods we did. Now we'll go for same finding the square root of a perfect square number using division method. Find the square root using division method. Okay, already we have discussed prime factorization method, and let us do division method also, how to find out the square root. So find the square root of, for example, one question, find the square root of, let me take big number, 27, 2,76,676. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 digits. To find out the square root using division method, prime factorization method is a lengthy process. We need to take each and every factors. But division method is simple. First of all, take the number 27676. Number you take, and step 1 is from the right side. You can mark two numbers as one pair. Okay, 6 7 76 66 and 27. Because of even number of digits, exactly we got two one pair each. And in case if one more number will be one alone. Okay, let's see one more example also that. And we have the 6 digits. Okay, from right side 2 2 2. Okay, two numbers as one pair you can mark. Next, that is the first step, and second step is we need to check first two pair 27. 27 is near to which perfect square, that you have to do, which perfect square, because if you check 4 into 4 16, 5 into 5 is 25, 6 into 6 36 is beyond this, so 27 is nearby 5 times 5, same should be here. This dividend and quotient place must be same. It's not like normal division, but the first two pair should be same number should come. So 5 into 5, 25. Which is near to perfect square, that you have to check the first pair. So 27 is near to the 25 as a part. Should not be on that, should not more than 27. So less than 27, which is the near to perfect square. Okay, that is 5, right? 5 into 5 is 25. Then do subtraction. 27 minus 5 is 2. Afterwards, next pair you should take down. 66 should be down. After taking this down, here is left side. Whatever number is there in units place, only single, no, only units places. Same number you can add one. Same number you can add to this. Then 5 plus 5 is 10. Whatever the units place should add again same number. Already only single digit, so that number only can add. That is 10. Now 10 is here is a 266. Now next place, after 10 these two should be same numbers, means 101 into 1 or 102 into 2 until you get 266. Okay, you can do the rough work. 10 is there, no? So next place must be same. That means 102 into 2 or 3 into 3. So near to that, less than 266. Okay, then let me take even 1 into 1. This must be same number. Imagine. This is same. In this dividend place, divisor place and quotient place must be same number. 101 into 1 is 101. 102 into 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 zeros are 0 and 2 ones are 2. 204 it is. And next 103 into 3. So 309. But this is more than 266. So what we should take? We have to take this one. That means 2 must be here. Same 2 should be here. So 102 2s are 204. Same number, remember, its units place must be same. Next you can subtract. 266 minus 204 is 62. Okay, next is set. That is 76. Okay, so we need to add again units place. Okay, units place is 2, right? Another 2 we can add. 102 plus 2 is 104. So after getting 104, now see the rough work here. This is 6276. Here these two places must be same. I am keeping different same color. These two places should be same. That means 104 is fixed. 104 is fixed. Rough work can do. This 104 must be fixed, and next place. So into 3 into 3. That means 1043 into 3 is less than this or not. 1044 into 4. 1045 into 5 until you get same 6 into 6. That is, I am keeping same color. So remember 1046 into 6, 6276 will get 6276. Remaining or less, should not be more than this, maybe equal to this or less, should not be more than that. That means according to this we need to take this. Other 3 are less than this, no? So 1046 into 6 is 6276. If it is perfect square, exactly you will get the 0 after subtracting. Now once you get this, quotient place is our answer. Quotient place is 526. Okay, so this answer is 526. Square root of this 2,76,676 is 526. Okay, let me explain you one more problem, get more idea. If any question is given, first, okay, let me take 5-digit number. 46,656. Okay, we need to find out the square root of this. So as per the rough work, we need to take this number, must be pairwise. That means 4 6 6 5 6. From right side we need to mark 2 2. 56 from right side always, means units and tens is one set. Next this is pair. 4 is alone for a single digit. keep 1. So 4 is one set, 66 is on one pair, and 56 is one set. First set is 4, right? 4 is near to which perfect square? Exactly 2 into 2. Same should be 2 2s are 4. Subtract this and next set because 0. Next is 66. Yeah, what we should do now, whatever the units place should add same because only single digit. It's a 4 now. So after getting 4, these places must be same. Okay, 41 ones are 41 because 42 into 2 is more than 66, right? And this is a 5 2 25. Next set is 56. Yeah, according to our method, units place should be added again. 41 plus 1 is 42 it is. Now this third units place must be filled. That means 421 into 1. You can check that. 425 into 5. 426 into 6. Until you get this 2556. Yeah, 426 into 6 is 2556. That is a rough work you should do. So 426 6 2556. Right, remainder 0. That means the answer for this square root of 46,656 is 216. So 216 into 216, if you multiply, you'll get same 46,656. Okay, so we have to do in this way, this square root using division method. Not only this, when the numbers are not perfect squares, okay, for example, square root of 2, square root of 3, and because these are the perfect squares, you got exactly remainder 0. If it's not perfect square, up to 2 decimal places or up to 3 decimal places, those type of questions also we'll see now. Finding the square root of a number which is not perfect square. If any number is not perfect square, how to find out the square root? Using this division method only we'll see now. For example, find out the square root of 4 point. Let us take one question. 24 point. Let me take easy one. So 24.729. So question is find the square root of this up to 2 decimal places, or up to, let's take 3 place of decimals. So this problem, let me take this correct to 2 decimal places first, then we can see other one. So find out the square root of 24.729 correct to 2 places of decimals. 2 places of decimal. So after the point we need to get 2 decimal places. So 2 places of decimal. So we need to arrange the question like this, division method. Given question is 24.729. Whenever the required question is 2 places of decimals, means we have to find out the 3 decimal places first. Based on the third decimal, if it is 5 or more, we will add the previous number, right? That means if you want the 3 places of decimals, we need to take 6 digits after the point, but only 3 are there. So another places you can adjust the zeros. Okay, this is the first step. After the point should be 6 decimal places. Correct to 2 places of decimals only you have to find out. But we have to go for the 3 places of decimals. Then based on the third decimal, we can correct the up to 2 decimal places. So whenever they are asking 2 places of decimals, take the 3 decimal place and make double number. So after the point 6 digits. Okay, now for this you need to find out the square root. Same division method will apply. Let us see this how to do. From right side you need to mark 2 2 set. This is 2 2. After the point should be even digits always. And 24. So first one is 24. This is 4 4 is 16. Same place. These 2 places. Quotient and this divisor place must be same. 4 4 is 16 because 5 5 is 25. It's more than it. Subtract this. 24 minus 16 is 8. Now when you take the set after the decimal place, immediately also keep the point here. Okay. Next, as second step is what is the number, you can add again one more 8. So 879. So after the point should be same, these 2 places. 81 into 1, 82 into 2, 83 into 3. Until you get 872 you should do. So 89 9s 801. Okay, this is the maximum. And next subtraction, this same method like division method, just to go for subtraction 71. Next to take one more set down, 90 it is. Now we need to add one more. What are the units place? You should add again digit 89 plus 9. This is 98, right? Now next place, units place should be here and here must be same. That means 981 into 1, 982 into 2 until reach less than 7190. So 987 sevens. That is 6909. Tougher card only. Just you can subtract this because 988 into 8 is more than this. Okay, and we subtract 281. Next set 2 zeros. Okay, now here units place only should be added. Units place is 7. Now one more 7 you can add. 987 plus 7 is 994. Right, now these places must be same here until you get 28,100. 9,941 into 1, 9,942 into 2. 2 into 2 only will come less than this, 19,884. Subtract this, same 8216. But after the point, we got 3 decimal places, right? Now, square root of 24.729 is equals to 4.972. Then up to 2 place of decimals is third decimal is 2. If it is 5 or more, then we should add the previous number because it's less than 5, no, just only 4.97 only. 4.97 only is answer. Up to 2 place of decimals. Okay, this way we can solve. Let me take one more question. Let us take another one. Instead of finding, example, find the square root of root 2, root 3, those time. Find square root of, let us find out the 3. Find the square root of 3 up to, let me take the 3 place of decimals this. Okay, up to 3 places of decimal. Yes. So we need to find out the square root of 3. Only 3 is here, but up to 3 places of decimals. Now we have to find out up to 4 places. That means we need to get 4 sets. So 8 zeros. Just you can keep, and you need to do the division method for this. Okay, same will apply. Let's find out. From right side you can mark 2 as one set. Next to 3. After the point, compulsory even number of decimals, even number of places you should see. 3 is this because 1 so 1 because 2 2s are 4, it is more than that. Subtract this 2. Next set 2 zeros. So after the point I took set now down, so you must keep the point. 1 should be double if it is 2. Now remember these 2 places. 27 sevens because 28 8s are more than this one. 27 sevens are 189. Subtract this 11. Next set 2 zeros. 27 plus another 7, 34. So I can't rough work these 2 places. 343 3s are 343 3s are 1029, right? Subtract this 71. Next set, take this. Now same plus 3, one more I can add, 346. So this place, that is 3461 into 1, 3462 into 2, because 3 into 3 is more will come. So 6924. Subtract this, you'll get 176. Next is 2 zeros. So if you go for double this number, just what will come? Plus 2. So 3464. So 3000, almost you got 3464. But next place, it is a small, if you observe in this place, if you see zeros only. 0. So 0 will come because even 34,640 1 into 1 is more than 17,000, right? So 0 should supposed to come. That's it. We subtract also same will come, but not required. Now square root of 3 is 1.7320 up to 3 place of decimals. So fourth place is 0. That means 1.732 only. Square root of 3. So to find out the square root, even which is not perfect square, we can do in this method. Okay, here is the last step. Because of 1 into 1 is more than 70,600. So I suppose took 0 only here. In that way also remember. Okay, these are the problems to find out the square root, the number which is not perfect square. And in this only some word problems I will show here one. Here is the question. This you observe. Find the least number that must be subtracted from 2433 so that remainder is perfect square. So what number should be subtracted from this? What is the least number? Actually this is a 2433 is not perfect square, but we must subtract from that. For that same division method will apply, take the same question. 2433. 2433 you take. Same like division method only continue the problem. Let us see what we have to subtract. Okay, this is 24, right? So 4 4s are 16. 4 4s are 16 because 5 5 is 25, more than this. Subtract this 8. Next set is 3 3. So 4 should be double, that is 8. Next 89 9s are 801. Okay, if you subtract 32 is the remainder, 32 place. So 32 extra we got here. So the 32 extra we need to subtract from this. If it is 32, if we remove, we'll get only 2 4 just 301 31, but 32 we need to remove. So how much you get? Same division method you do, whatever you'll get extra here, that should be subtracted, because this is another one. Only exactly 801 means 89 9's 801 will get, but instead of getting 0 we got extra remainder 32. So clearly we can say this: if 32 is subtracted from, if this is subtracted from, which is the question 2433, then the remainder will be perfect square. Then we'll get. So we can check this also. 2433 minus 32, that is 2401. So this is the perfect square now. This is exactly 49. So therefore square root of 2401 is nothing but 49 only. Whatever we get, that only will come. In case after subtracting what is the perfect square also, we can write this. And this is what should be subtracted from this, we are doing this way. For example, what should be added? Next question you see is the problem. In this question, find the least number that must be added to this. So what number if you add to this, it will become a perfect square. So division method will apply. Let me take this question, 818265. As per the division method, let us continue. So the last two and this is 1, right? Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1, subtract 0. Next set is 82. So 1 should be double, this side is 2. Now what will get? 23 3s are 69, because 24 4s are more than 82. This is 39. Next set is 65. So if you take plus 3 more, 26. So here 260 until less than 1365. 265 into 5, 1325. If we subtract, we got 40. 40 extra we got. Hence the required number. So this is actually 135 only we should take. That means the number is greater than, what is the number we got? Greater than 135 square, because we got remainder. So 135 square if you do, so this is the greater. So this only less than 1,82,065. That means square root of what you can take this number, square root of 1,82,065. This value is clearly this is the greater than 135 square. So we have to go for the 136. So on adding the required number to get, we should have be getting 136 square. That means we are supposed to get 136 square value. So 136 square is means 136 into 136. So 1 lakh, this is 84, 18,496. This is 18,265. Yeah, 136 square is this. That means difference of this. That is actually 18,496 minus 18,625. You subtract this 231. So 231 is supposed to add to this. 18,265 is not perfect square. We need to add extra 231 to make it as a perfect square. That perfect square is nothing but 136. Okay, that's 18,265. So same way we should do. What should be subtracted means what was the answer you got, you have to subtract. But what should be added is what the quotient will come. Next number square you find out, and that minus given quotient. Whatever we get, that should be added, right? So we can, the required number to add is 231. Okay, these are the ways we can do. And next we'll see the properties of the square numbers also. Properties of square numbers. So before finding the square of or square root also, we can see some properties. Let me explain the 9 important properties in this. The first property is, because if you can able to idea about this, then we can do easily, because we can guess the which number is the perfect square or not also. The first property is, if any square number, the ending digit in any square number, the ending digit must be one of this. The ending digit of a square number. The ending means the units place. The units place of any units digit or units place of any square number is, it must be 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. So only 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 only the possibility of any units digit of the square number. Okay, let us see the example. 11 is the number, 11 square is 121. So 1 is here. Okay, not only this, you can take even 22 square. 22 into 22 is 484. Units place is 4. 37 square is 1369. If you notice this, the units place must be among these numbers only. Only from any square of any number, the ending digit or units place is only among these 6 digits, 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Apart from this, you'll never get anything. Okay, there is only second property. The first property is this, and when we come to the second property, the number is having like 2, 3, 7 or 8. 2, 3, 7 or 8 at a units place is never be perfect square. If any number is in units place, at units place is never a perfect square. If any number is having units places either 2, 3, 7 or 8, it's never be perfect square. Okay, for example, you notice once, the none of the following numbers is a perfect square, because for example I wrote 13, 3, so it's never be perfect square. Any number you can write, 8, 6, 7, 8 I wrote, 8 is in units place. Okay, even 38 or 4077, 7 is units place. If any number you write with units places among these any one of the digit, it never be a perfect square. Okay, only units place square of like these digits only is possible. That means square of any number, these are the units, but square of any number if you do, you'll never get 2, 3, 7 or 8. Okay, out of 10 digits, 6 digits are possible, these 4 are not possible. The meaning of this. Okay, and the property 3. And when we come to the third property, if a number has 1 or 9 its units place, then the square of the number is always 1. 1 or 9. in units place. In units place either 1 or 9, then square of that number is also always you'll get only units place is 1. So for example 11 is the number, 11 square is 121 you get. Okay, 29 square 841, 1 only will come. Okay, 31 square, that is 961, 1 is in units place. 49 square, okay, 2401 is 1. So why? Because 1 into 1 is 1, even 9 into 9 is also 81, 1 only will come. If its units place is either 1 or 9, the square of that number will get only the ones in that units place. Okay. Same logic will apply one more property, the fourth one. In this fourth property, if the digit at units places of a number is 4 or 6, 4 or 6 you take. What we can guess in units place in square number, because 4 into 4 is 16, 6 into 6 is 36. So only 6 will get always in units place, the meaning of that. Okay, if any digit at units place is 4 or 6, then its square will always have the 6 at units place. Any big number, 36 square, okay, 1296. You can take 84 square, 7056. So if you take 6 or 4 at units place, you will get only 6 in the units place after finding the square of that. Okay, this is the rule we can apply for third and fourth. And one more, when you see the fifth property, if the number ends with n zeros, then the square is having 2 n zeros. For example, 30 square, there is only one zero. 30 square is 900. Okay, we'll get two number of zeros, is only one zero. If the number ends with the n zeros, for example 7 zeros means 7 into 2, 14 zeros will come in that square of the number. Okay, let us check. If you take 300 square, that is 4 zeros should come in this place. Okay, just remember, he has 2 zeros, it must be 4. Okay, we can apply in this way. That means any square of any number should not have the odd number of zeros, you remember. So there is 49,000. 49 is 7 square, but 49,000 is not perfect square because odd number of digits, right? And 80 or 90, even 16, after 16 there is a 4 zeros means we can, this is perfect square, but if you take 5 zeros, it's not perfect. 16 is a perfect square, but after 16 if it is a 5 number of digits, so odd number of zeros are there, they not be perfect square. Okay, that means in any square you will get only even number of digits. If it is a 2, we will get 4, 1 means 2, the 3 is 6 will come, that way remember. And sixth property, in the sixth property, a perfect square number leaves the remainder 0 or 1 on dividing it by 3. For example, 9 is a perfect square. On dividing it by 3, 9 is a perfect square. If we divide by 3, the remainder is 0 will come. 16 is a perfect square. If we divide by 3, then remainder is 1. So if any perfect square, take any perfect square, on dividing by 3, you will get remainder only either 0 or 1. That's it. You'll never get any other remainder. This is the rule. Okay, when each perfect square of the number on dividing by 3, 36 is perfect square, divide by 3. So remainder is 0. Okay, only 0 or 1 will get. So you'll never get 2 also. Because if you divide by 3, remainder is supposed to get 0, 1, 2, right? Remainder must be less than that number. But it's not possible, because if any number is divided with particular number, remainder must be less than that. 2 is also less, but for 3 is not possible, only for the perfect square. Any perfect square, if you divide with 3, the remainder will get only 0 or 1. Okay, that you remember. And let's see one more, seventh property. For any natural number n, Okay, we know that 8 square minus 7 square is just 8 plus 7. Okay, any natural number n in the form of, that is n plus 1 square minus n square. The answer must be n plus 1 plus n. Only the numbers are just side by side in natural numbers, consecutive natural numbers. That means 6 square minus 5 square. This answer is 6 plus 5, that is 11. Even 15 square minus 14 square. This answer is 15 plus 14. That is 29. Actually, you get one formula later. That is a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. But if you take 15 and 14, 15 square minus 14 square. So 15 plus 14 into 15 minus 14. 15 minus 14 is 1, right? So 15 plus 14 is 29. Same we'll get. So that rule you can apply. And one more important property this 8th and 9th will show. When you come to this 8th property, the sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square. Sum of first n odd natural numbers. Sum of first n odd natural numbers is equals to n square. Let us see example. 1 plus 3. Sum of the first two odd natural numbers. There is nothing but 2 square is equals to 4. Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4. Let us take 3 natural, 4 you can take. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. Okay, sum of the first n odd natural numbers. Sum of the first 4 odd natural numbers. Odd numbers, they are natural. Sum of the first 4 is, it's a 4 square, that is equal to 16. You can check 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, right? We'll apply any number. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. If you take 5 naturals, no, 5 square is 25. So instead of counting all, we can take 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus so on plus, for example, we take 19. Here is the total 10 odd natural numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7. If you count all up to 19, total 10. This answer is 10 square, that is equal to 100. We can count. Okay, sum of the first n odd natural numbers is n square. We will apply. And one more ninth property is the Pythagorean triplet. Pythagoras triplet. That is 3 square plus 4 square is equals to 5 square. The square of any two natural numbers is perfect square. Then we can call it as the Pythagorean triplet. So 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplet. It's possible here. Same, for example, 5, 12, 13. Square of the bigger number. 13 square is equals to 5 square plus 12 square. So 5, 12, 13 we can call it as a Pythagorean triplet. So this about Pythagorean triplet we'll see in one more topic also clearly. So just remember, square of the number is equal to sum of the squares of other two numbers. Then those three numbers called Pythagorean triplet. Okay, this rule you can apply. Same topic we'll see later also more clearly.